Hi guys, it's me again, Morleycun. Now, last week I put a shout out on Twitter to see if anyone had ideas for videos for this week, because I had no idea what to do. And only one person got back to me, Fifi the Unicorn. So thank you for that, Fifi. And your idea was biscuit tasting, to follow on from my tea tasting video. And so I've decided to go for that, but put a little bit of a twist on it. And as I always have a cup of tea in my videos, I'm going to be doing a biscuit tasting video as well as a comparison on how well they dunk. Because that's the classic British thing, is you dunk your biscuits in your tea. So I have four types of biscuits here. I have some rich teas, some malted milks, some Oreos, and some bourbon creams. I didn't have any biscuits in the house for this, so I had to run to the supermarket this morning to get some. And they didn't have a very good biscuit selection. I mean, they didn't even have digestives, and that's the staple of British biscuits. But they had rich teas, which are close enough, and to be honest, I think are better. Then you've got bourbon creams, my favourite biscuits. You've got the malted milks, and some Oreos, just for a bit of... It's the only one that's the non-classic British biscuit, really, I'd say. It's the Oreo, as it's an American import thing. So we're going to add that in there as well to see how the American fares up against the British. Now, the one that's missing is the pink wafer. Anybody who grew up in Britain in the 80s and 90s will know that the pink wafer was like every party going. Every tourism party you had pink wafers. But I couldn't find any in the supermarket, so we're having to out the pink wafers. Another reason why I'm substituting in the Oreo. So I have two of each on the plate here. I'm not going to eat the whole lot, I'm just going to do one bite of each one dry, and then dunk and do the comparison there. So we're going to start off with the rich tea. They are a plain biscuit. There's not a lot of flavour to them. They have a bit of a crunch, which is good. And they have a sort of creaminess to them. But overall, no flavour. They're very plain. So now I'm going to dunk my second one. And it's good that it managed to hold itself together while being dunked. And it softens it up. And again, still have a little bit of its crunch left. Still have that creaminess, but again, no flavour. So that's the rich teas. I'm going to do the malted milks now, which are a bit more interesting than the rich teas in their design. Again, quite plain. Not as plain as the rich tea, but still very plain. Crunchier than the rich tea, and still has a bit of that creaminess. Now for the dunk test. Held itself together, that's good. Ooh. It just disintegrated upon touching my mouth. Whilst it held itself together, the actual structure of the biscuit crumb fell down. So the rich tea was better for the dunker on that part. It also completely lost its own flavour, and all you could taste was the tea. So, flavour wise, malted milk's better. Dunking wise, I'm going to go for the rich tea. Now onto the bourbon. These were These have always been my favourite biscuit, always. Definite crunch in there, that's always good in a biscuit. And a sort of, not as strong, but you've got like a sort of light cocoa taste going on as well in the back of your mouth, which isn't surprising as they're chocolate biscuits. Now the Dunkin' has made the cocoa taste come out more. It's turned it into like a sort of chocolatey flavour. And it held itself together very well. It still had all its crunch. So yeah, it's a very good Dunkin', it's the bourbon. Finally the Oreo. I love Oreos. I actually got given a packet of them for my birthday this year, which was nice. Straight away with that classic cookies and cream flavour you get from Oreos. They don't bite as well, I've noticed. They sort of, you can't just have a little nibble, you have to have a big chunk of it and then it breaks in several parts while you're doing it. They're not the best built biscuit, I have to say, but definitely the tastiest so far on its own. Together. We haven't had one that breaks yet while dunking, which is always good. I think they've improved biscuit quality over the years. Oh, no. Oh. That has not fared well at all. No. Just completely disintegrated. Lost all its flavour. All I got was the cream in the middle, and yeah, the biscuit is just falling apart now. Oreos do not dunk at all. Wow. So, dry in order of favourite. I'm going to go Oreo, bourbon, malted milk, and enriched tea last. But dunking, I'm going to say the bourbon, rich tea, malted milk, and the Oreo. So whilst the Oreo is the best dry, it's the worst as a dunker. So yeah, the American biscuit doesn't stand up to the British sort of standards, unfortunately. So yeah, so there we are, that's my biscuit tasting video. Thank you for that suggestion, Fifi. If you have any other suggestions, any of you, let me know either in the comments down below or send me some message on Twitter. I will, if I choose to do your video, I will give you a shout out, obviously. There'll be a link to Fifi's channel down below. So thank you for watching that, and until next time, bye.